Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Casa de Neil, where I'm about to fight a 1,500-point battle between my Blood Angels with their brand new Codex supplement against Neil's Tyranids here. This is actually his list that he's going to be bringing. Was suggested to him by, what was it, Simon Morley. Simon Morley. So if you're watching, he took your advice and decided to run this list to see how it actually performs here. So it'll be interesting to see how it does against the brand new Blood Angels Codex supplement. So the story that we've got going on here is that this factory was trying to run this experiment where they were trying to process the biomass of Tyranids into food for the Imperium. And unfortunately, some of the bodies that they thought were dead were not dead, and they drew a Hive fleet to the location. And the Blood Angels were sent to go purge the alien from this planet before it became too much of a problem, even though it's probably already too much of a problem, because that's what Tyranids do, is cause too much of a problem. The story that that is the story that we've got going on here. The mission that we are playing is going to be called Scorched Earth, which is mission number 12 in the for Strike Force in the chapter approved 2020 Grand Tournament packet. And essentially what it is there are 6 objectives on the table, and those 6 objectives are the primary mission is hold 1, hold 2, and hold more. And we have chosen our secondary objectives here. My opponent has chosen raise the banners, assassinate, and engage on all fronts. I have chosen raise the banners, engage on all fronts, and I've chosen one of the new secondaries from the Blood Angels Codex supplement called Blade of Sanguinius. And essentially what happens is at the beginning of the battle, I will declare a challenge from one of my characters, and he has to accept with one of his characters. If at the end of the battle, that character that accepted the challenge is dead, I score 5 points. If at the end of the battle, that character is destroyed because of a melee attack, I score 10 points. And if that character is destroyed because of a melee attack that was caused by the character that I declared the challenge with, I score 15 points. So pretty fun. I think it's going to be good to the cool ones. It's just kind of an interesting one. I don't know how competitive it is necessarily, but certainly a lot of fun. So that's going to be the story. That's going to be the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Blood Angels, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a chaplain with a jump pack. We have a librarian dreadnought, and we have a captain with a jump pack, thunderhammer, and storm shield, and he will be inducted into the Death Company. We have 3 5-man assault intercessors. We have 2 squads of sanguinary guard, 1 4-man with power fists, and 1 5-man with 4 Incarmine swords and 1 Incarmine axe. We have a 10-man Death Company Marine squad with jump packs. 9 of them have bolt pistol and chainsword. 1 of them has a thunderhammer. We have a sanguinary ancient. And last but not least, we have a Furioso Dreadnought with blood claws and a heavy flamer. And for the Tyranids, he'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off the detachment, we have a Swarm Lord and a Neurothroat. We have 3 30-man units of Termagants. We have 2 Lictors. We have a squad of 5 Hive Guard. And last but not least, we have 2 Exocrines. All right, so going over deployment here, I've got one of my 5-man assault intercessors over on the side over here. I've got my 2 squads of sanguinary guard along with my sanguinary ancient and my chaplain back over here. I've got another 5-man squad of assault intercessors over here. I've got 5-man intercessors over here, as well as my librarian dreadnought. I've got my 10-man Death Company Marine squad, and in the middle, I've got my captain, who during the flight, as they were arriving here, started screaming about all the tiny Horuses that were down over there. Horuses, not horses. That's what the chaplain initially thought he was talking about horses, and then realized, no, he was saying Horuses, and realized that he was slipping into the Black Rage, and said, all right, why don't you go with those other guys in the black armor, and they'll lead you along into battle there. So that was what happened there. I also have my Furioso Dreadnought in strategic reserves ready to pop out and punch some things. Go to our deployment for the Tyranids. Got a whole bunch of Gribblies. So we got a Termagant squad over here, Termagant squad over here, and a Termagant squad over here. Back behind them, we have the 2 Exocrines with the Neurothrope in between them. We've got the Hive Guard up front over here, and we've got the Swarm Lord behind him. In reserve, my opponent has both of his lictors. So that is going to be the deployment. We will now roll off to see who will have be able to choose who goes first. I rolled a 1, my opponent rolled a 6. So would you like to go first, sir?
I would this game.
Alrighty, so Tyranids will be going first. We'll come back to you after their movement phase here on turn 1. Movement phase for the Tyranids here on turn 1. This squad of Termagants shifted to the right over here and then started to raise the banners on this objective. Both of the Exocrines stayed where they were. The Neurothrope stayed where he was. The Hive Guard stayed where they were. The Swarm Lord moved across here a bit. This squad advanced up onto the objective, and this squad just moved up over around here onto this objective and then started to raise the banner. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, starting off, his Swarm Lord is going to cast Catalyze, Catalyze onto the unit over here. Yep. Or Catalyst, sorry, not Catalyze.
6.
Needs a 6, it goes off on a 6. So now the Zoanthrope is going to cast Symbiostorm onto the Hive Guard. Needs a 6 to go off, does with a 7. Well, it goes off with a 7, yeah. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, his Hive Guard are going to fire into my Death Company Marines over here. When he does so, I'm going to spend 2 CP on Refusal to Die, which will give them a 5-up Feel No Pain instead of their 6-up Feel No Pain for Black Rage here. So these shots are going to be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because he's Chronos, and they didn't move. So reroll those 1s.
I rolled no 6s, so you won't get the double stuff from Symbiostorm.
There you go. Yep, Symbiostorm didn't. Okay, not meant to be. So that's going to be 5 hits, strength 8, so wounding on 2s. That's going to be 3 wounds. AP, what's the AP on these?
Hold on, not 3.
1 second.
Need more than that.
AP minus 2, so these are going to be looking for 5 ups. Making 2 of them. So one's going to go through for D3 damage. That's going to be 3 damage. Looking for 5 up, ignoring wounds. Ignore 2 of them, so it only takes 1.
And we're jacked.
All right, so now this guy over his Exocrine there is going to fire into them as well. He had spent 2 CP on Pathogenic Slime at the beginning of the phase here, which will give him +1 to the damage here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s because he didn't move.
Okay.
Rerolling 1s because he didn't move in Chronos. Strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. So 7 wounds at AP minus 3. These don't ignore cover, right?
No.
No. So we're gonna we have to start with my guy in the back there with the 1 wound, unfortunately. So this is going to be looking for a 5-up save because he is in cover. Does not make that one. So that's gonna be 3 damage now because of Pathogenic Slime. So ignoring wounds. Nope, not enough. He's dead. I then have 4 more guys in cover over here. So that's going to be 1 save out of that. So these are going to be 3 damage apiece. So we'll do the first one. Is still going to be alive with 1 wound. The second one is going to kill him. And then the third one is going to be a dead guy. And then 2 more wounds. Again, 2 more guys in cover over there. Make 1, fail 1. The one that made it. 5-up, feel no pain. No, he will be dead. And here comes the other one firing into them as well.
On 3s?
Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Ooh, good thing you're Chronos there. Alrighty, 1 miss there. And then these are going to be strength 8 again. Oh no, 7. So 3s to wound. Alright. Alright, so we have 7 again. So we're going to have 1 guy left in cover over there. Got to do 1 at a time. 5, he's good. Nope, that's going to go through. So then we've got 5 feeling the pain. Nope, he will be dead. So then we have 5 left here looking for 6 ups. Making none of them. So we're going to have to go through these ones here. So the first one is a dead guy. The second one.
No, 2 wounds. Only 2 wounds.
Oh, these are only 2 wounds.
Correct.
All right, so we're gonna do the we have to do the feel no pains there because I thought it was 3 damage, but that was only because of the Pathogenic Slime, so it's only 2 damage. So we're gonna go the first guy on there because I rolled. It was like one of them had. So instead of doing that, we're just gonna roll. All right, so he will have 1 wound left there. So then we do have to do the saves here. That's gonna be a save. That's not gonna be a save. 2 damage. He makes both of those.
Nice.
That's not going to be a save. But he makes both of those. That's not going to be a save. And he's finally dead. And then we have the one left. 6-up save. Nope. And he does not make either of those. So he's going to be dead and the other guy's dead. All right, so that's going to be the end of the turn. I'm going to spend 2 CP on Insane Bravery on these guys to make sure that they don't run. And that's going to be it for the turn. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 1. Movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 1. These guys stayed back here and are raising the banners on this objective. These guys stayed back here raising the banners on this objective. These guys advanced up onto the objective here. These guys all moved up 14 inches because the banner allows them to move plus 2 inches because I gave him the Wrath of Baal relic, which gives jump pack units within 6 inches of him the ability to get plus 2 to their normal advance or fallback moves. My Librarian Dreadnought moved up over here. Captain and the Sanguinary, the Death Guard here all moved up over this way. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. Start of Psychic phase, I'm going to cast Wings of Sanguinius onto himself over here. That will go off on a 7, so you can try to deny it.
I will try to deny it
from the Swarm Lord.
Yeah.
Looking for an 8. Does not deny it. All right, so he moved his 12 inches up over here, getting very aggressive because I don't know why, but we'll see. I feel like trying to get him aggressive here. So then continuing now, he is going to cast the Quickening on himself. That will not go off. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, my Sanguinary Guard right here are going to fire into this squad. Got 10 shots with their Angelus bolt guns, hitting on 3s. Alrighty then. Strength 4, looking for 3s to wound. Oh, that's going to be 3 wounds at AP -1. So, do you want to do some guys in cover?
Yep,
Get some 6-ups?
3 guys in cover.
3 guys in cover. 6-up saves. Makes 1.
2 die.
My other squad's going to do the same thing over here. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be another 3 wounds here. AP -1 in cover.
6s.
6s. No, that's 3 dead.
Boys are good.
My Sanguinary Ancient's going to fire into them as well. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 1 wound. AP -1 in cover. He's good. Bolt pistol from the chaplain there. That's not going to be a hit. Death Company here are going to fire their bolt pistols into these guys. That's going to be 1 hit. That's going to be a wound. AP nothing. So 6-up save. Good. Captain's going to fire his bolt pistol. That's a hit. That is not a wound. And then the Librarian Dreadnought's going to fire his Stormbolter into these guys as well. That's going to be 3 hits.
This unit or that unit?
That's going to be 3 wounds into this left unit here. So that's going to be 6-up saves.
Okay, 6s.
And then
No.
Catalyst.
Catalyst.
No, feels them.
3 die.
All right, so starting off the assault phase now, my Dreadnought here is going to charge into both squads. He's going to spend a CP to have this one attack. The Devourers in that squad are going to fire. These are going to be looking for 6s to hit.
All right. So
And there's 1 more 6 there.
we'll put 5 over here. Let's do this as 5. So we'll come back to it because they're all the same.
Why don't we just do the? Yeah, we can just roll these. Yeah.
Okay. So 5.
Looking for strength. What is this?
4.
4. So looking for 5s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound. AP nothing. No, takes a wound.
25.
And here come the other shots here.
All 6s.
6s to hit. And 5s to wound. That's going to be another 1 wound.
Yeah.
But he's good with a filth face. Woo!
Much better.
And here comes his charge move. Yeah, he's way in with a +1 from being a Blood Angel. Now my Death Company are going to charge into these guys over here. +1, 8 inches, they're in. And now my Captain here is going to charge into them as well. He's in. Now my Sanguinary Guard squad over here is going to charge into these guys. They need a 8 inches to get in. So 7 inches will get them in because they are Blood Angels. 7 inches gets them in. This other squad here is going to charge in. They need a 9-inch charge to go around here because Fly does not ignore going up and over. So they will need an 8 on the dice roll because of them being Blood Angels. 7. So the I gave him the icon of Wrath of Baal, icon of the Angel, which allows him and units within 6 inches of him to reroll their charge rolls. So that's what I'm going to do here. So again, looking for 8. Still, oh yes, no, that's it. They're in. Okay. Woo. All right, I spend 1 CP on Hammer of Wrath for these guys. So I'll roll 4d6 since 4 guys are in there. Every 3+, since they're toughness 3 that I roll, they will suffer a mortal wound. So that's going to be 4 mortal wounds. 4 catalyzed 6 pluses.
5.
Oh, 5 pluses.
So
Takes 2.
All
right, so now my Death Company are going to start us off here. They have 2 attacks base, +1 because of the Chainsword, +1 because of Shock Assault, and +1 because of Black Rage. So they're going to have 20 attacks coming from those 4 guys with the Chainswords. These are going to be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because the captain over there. My opponent did spend 1 CP on Caustic Blood, which means that he'll roll a d6 for each model that's taken out for to try to give mortal wounds onto me over here. So these are going to be looking for 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. Alrighty then. And then these are going to be strength 4, so looking for 3s to wound, but become 2s to wound because of Blood Angels and charging in. Oof. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 wounds at AP -1, so that's going to ignore their cover there. So these are going to be 15 5-up catalyzed feel no pains over here. So looking for 5-ups. Making a couple there, that's pretty good. So then we have 10 6-ups to give mortal wounds into them. Doing 2 mortal wounds here. 6-up feel no pains because of them being Death Company. Nope, feel them. So now my captain is going to attack. He's going to have 6 attacks on the charge here with Black Rage and the such. These are going to be hitting on 2s because he's got the hammer ball is not unwieldy here. All right, 1 miss. He doesn't get to reroll for himself anymore. These are now going to be wounding on 2s. Or straight up killing on 2. So that's going to be 4 that are 3 damage apiece here. So why don't you roll 4 and see if any of these pass.
I can actually save on 6s?
Well, no, it's AP -3. So these are, see if these go. So 6, so 5. Roll these. Looking for 5s for that. All right, so then re-roll those 2. And re-roll that one. Okay, so all 4 of them are dead. Okay. And Caustic Blood, 6-ups. 2 of them, and these are going to be 5-up feel no pains because he has Adamantium Mantle. So I spent the CP to give him the Warlord trait that allows him to take the Artisan of War, give him the Adamantium Mantle there. So 5-up feel no pain. No, he feels those. All right, so now my Sanguinary Guard over here are going to attack into these guys. We're going to go with the guys with the swords first, hitting on 3s. Alrighty, that's real good. And then these are going to be strength +1, so wounding on 3s. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dead guys. The guy with the axe, that's going to be 2 hits, 2s to wound. That's going to be 2 more dead. And now the guys with the fists hitting on 4s because they're unwieldy there. That's actually really good. And then squishing on 2s. Okay, so that's going to be another 5 dead. And now my Librarian Dreadnought is going to attack into these guys. We're going to go with the fist first. He's got 5 attacks on the charge. Hitting on 3s, killing on 2s. So that's going to be 3 dead. And then he has 1 attack with the Force Halberd. That's a hit. That is a kill. So that's going to be a total of 4 dead.
Good call.
All right, so now my opponent's going to fight with his Termagants over here. I spent 1 CP for Angel's Sacrifice, which is a stratagem from the new supplement. And essentially what it does is if you have a Blood Angels character within engagement range of an enemy unit in the fight phase, they can only allocate attacks against that character. So only 4 of his Termagants are within engagement range of my character over here. So only those 4 can attack because they've got to put their attacks into my character. And these guys can't attack them because of that sacrifice of my character there. So these are going to be 4 guys having 4 attacks hitting on 4s. That's going to be 2 hits. Strength 3, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound, 2-up save because he has a Storm Shield. He's good. And now this Termagant squad is going to attack into my Librarian Dreadnought over here. 11 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 4s. And 6s to wound. Getting 1 wound over there. And not making the save. And then these guys are going to attack. 5 are going to go into my fist unit. 4 are going to go into my sword unit. So these are the 5 into the fist unit. So that's going to be 3 hits. Looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. And he makes a save with the Phil first. And then 4 into the swords. That's going to be 1 hit. No wound. Alrighty, so that's going to be the end of the Blood Angels' turn here. I do have engage on all fronts for 3 points there, and I do have the 2 raise the flags over here. My opponent has is not going to take any morale tests because the Swarm Lord has special his synapse is 18 inches, so these guys are within 18 inches, as are those guys. So, and obviously these guys. So that's going to be it for the Blood Angels' turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tyranids here on turn 2. Movement phase, these guys stayed in combat with my Sanguinary Guard over there. These guys stayed in combat with my Captain and the Death Company over here. He stayed in combat with him, and his Swarm Lord moved up. All of his Shoosty Bugs and the Big Brain over there stayed where they were. And then in the reinforcement stage, in came his 2 Lictors over here, 9 inches from each of my Assault Intercessor squads. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you at the Psychic phase. All right, so now starting off here, his Swarm Lord is going to start us off with the Horror that he's going to cast onto my Death Company over here. So what do you need for this?
I need 6.
Needs a 6 to go off. It does go off on a 6, so I'm going to let it go. Yeah. And now he's going to smite into my Librarian over here.
5.
On a 5. It goes off on a 10. Yep. I am going to...
Try to stop it?
Oh, I'm going to try to stop it. So I need to roll a 10 because I get +1 for Psychic Hood. No, don't get it. I'm just gonna let it go. So, D3 damage. D3 mortal wounds, I should say. That's gonna be 2 mortal wounds. Now he's gonna cast Symbiote Storm onto these guys, onto his Hive Guard. He has 6, that goes off. Okay. And now he's gonna cast Catalyst onto his Termagants over on this side.
6.
6 to go off? No, it does not. Opponent's gonna spend a CP to reroll. Does go off now.
Does not.
And now he is going, because he has a Resonance Barb, he can cast the 3rd power. He is going to cast Smite. They're the closest within line of sight because he's blocked here with this here. You can't actually, there's no windows here. So
this is on a 6.
This is going to be on a 6.
Smite text.
Does go off on the 6, so D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds. All right, the Hive Guard here are now going to fire into my Banner Bro here because he's outside of 3 inches of a squad. Didn't quite think about it when I charged these guys in over here. So here come the Hive Guard attacks here.
3s.
Hitting on 3s.
Right,
rerolling 1s because they are Chronos and did not move. And those 2 6s mean 2 additional hits there because of Symbiote Storm. So these are all going to be strength 8. So wounding on 2s. All right, so that's going to be 10 wounds onto him over there. AP -2, so looking for 4 ups because it ignores cover. Failing. Oh yeah, no, failing all but 2. 4 ups that I failed all but 2. Yeah, he's straight up dead.
12 shots.
So now his Exocrine over there is going to fire into my intercessors over here. I'm going to spend a CP on transhuman physiology on them, so allow them only wounds of 4+ will work. So here comes his attacks here, hitting on 3s because he didn't move. Rerolling those 1s because of being Chronos. All right, just a 1 miss. These are going to be strength 7.
Yep.
So would be wounding on 3s, now wounding on 4s because of transhuman physiology. All right, there's a bunch of 3s in there, so I'll take that.
-3.
All right, so that's 7 wounds, AP -3, 2 damage apiece. So they're all in cover over here. So AP -3 means I'm looking for 5 up saves because of cover over there. Making 1, 2. So that's still 5. They're all dead. And then this Exocrine over here is going to fire into my intercessors over there because you can just see them through that gap over there. These are going to be hitting on 3s because he didn't move. Rerolling 1s because of Chronos and not moving there. Okay.
It was cocked.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, so.
These are strength 7. We're wounding on 3s. So that is going to be
AP minus 3.
AP minus 3. So that's 6 of them there. 5 ups because of cover. Did much better that time. 1 guy dead. All right, so into the charge phase now. His Swarm Lord is going to charge into my Librarian Dreadnought over here. So, yeah, he's definitely in.
And voracious.
All right, so starting off the first fight phase here, his Swarm Lord is going to attack into my Librarian Dreadnought over here. My opponent's going to spend 1 CP on Voracious Appetite, allowing him to reroll wound rolls. These are now going to be 6 attacks with his Bone Swords, 1 attack with his tail, hitting on 2s, I believe.
Yes.
Yep, hitting on 2s. And these are going to be 3s to wound.
Rerolling.
Rerolling. Alrighty. So that's going to be, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
That are AP minus 2?
AP minus 3.
Oh, 3.
This is straight up, but it can do D3 wounds.
Alright, so this is AP minus, these are going to be AP minus 3 with the Bone Swords, not AP minus 2? Oh, they got special Bone Swords?
Yep.
Alright, so AP minus 3, looking for 6s.
But they do 3 wounds each.
3 wounds each, so he is going to be dead. But when he dies, I am going to spend 2 CP on only in Death Does Duty End, because now it's just a Death Does Astartes character, and he is a character.
Yeah.
Alright, so now he's going to attack back. He's going to have 5 attacks with the fist into him over there. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. That's going to be all hits. Strength 12, so 3s to wound. That is going to be all wounds. So that's going to be 5 wounds. He's got 3 up invul save in combat here. Failing 1 of them, so that's going to be a flat 3 damage to him there. 1 second. Nope, he's just going to take that, so he's going to take 3 damage there. And then we've got the Force Halberd attack that he gets to make here. That's not going to hit, and I'm out of CP. And let's see if he explodes. He doesn't. Sorry, we need to do his charge over here. We meant to do it, and we forgot about it. So he's just going to have a 9-inch charge.
And I'm playing surprise ambush, so you cannot
Surprise.
overwatch me.
Okay, so he's going to be charging in over here.
Yep, so that's 1.
So he needs a 9-inch charge to get in. And he makes it.
2s.
All right, so now his Grasping Talons, he's going to attack in over here, hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits. Strength
He is strength 6.
6, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. AP
minus 1.
minus 1, so looking for a 4-up save. He's good. All right, so now my Death Company are going to go. So they're going to have 3 attacks each because they have 2 base plus 1 for the Chainsword. But they did not charge, or were not charged. So these are going to be hitting on 4s because of the horror. Alrighty. Worked pretty well there. So it's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. Oh, rerolling 1s. I'm sorry, because of the captain over there. All right, so 4 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 1, so that's just going to be 2 5-up catalysts. Makes them both. So now these guys are going to attack back into me. So we got 8 attacks into my Death Company.
4s.
4s to hit.
That's actually
And that's going to be up. And then these are going to be wounding on 5s. Getting 3 wounds there.
Look at that.
3 3-up armor saves. Making them all. And then 3 into my captain. That's going to be 2 hits.
Good.
That's going to be 1 wound, 2-up save.
Make it hurt.
No, he good. So now my sword guys are going to attack in here. 2 attacks each, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. And then wounding on 3s. Alrighty. So that's going to be 4 dead guys here. And then the axe is going to go. That's going to be 1 hit. That's going to be a dead guy. And then 4 guys are going to go into this unit over here.
4s.
4s to hit. That's going to be 2 hits. That is going to be nothing. And then the fists are going to attack. Hitting on 4s. Squashing on 2s. That's going to be 2 dead. So now my captain's going to go. He's going to have 4 attacks into these guys over here. 2s to hit. 2s to kill. So that's going to be 4 at damage 3. So it's going to be 4 catalysts. And then re-roll that one. Re-roll that one. Now he's dead.
Okay.
And we'll see Caustic Blood because my opponent spent the CP on Caustic Blood. No, nothing there. And now my intercessors back here are going to attack. They're going to have 21 attacks because they were charged over here, hitting on 3s. And these are going to be wounded on 3s because they were charged. All right, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, AP -1 saves to the lictor over here. Looking for 6-up saves because of being -1 here.
Wow.
No, he is way dead.
Finally got it.
All right, so that's going to be the end of the turn here for the Tyranids. My opponent did score 2 points for engage all fronts because I killed off the guy that was over in this corner over here. And that will be it. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 2. Movement phase for the Blood Angels here on turn 2. These guys stayed in combat with these 2 Termagants. These guys jumped up over this way. He jumped up over this way. When he took the wounds off those guys, he disengaged from battle with my captain, who then moved up over this way during his movement phase. These guys stayed still over here and are raising the banner on that objective. And these guys over here advanced over here to get into this table quarter. So that is going. Oh, and these guys had to stay in combat because Death Company can no longer fall back out of combat. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. My Psyker is dead, so we'll just come back to you with the shooting phase. These guys are now going to start us off. The Sanguinary Guard is firing their Angelus bolt guns into his dude bros over here, into his Hive Guard. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. Strength 4, toughness 4 or 5?
Wow.
Toughness 5, so 5s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds, AP -2 because it is Tactical Doctrine here on turn 2.
AP -1 to the cover.
And they are in cover there, so looking for...
I saved on a 4, now I saved on a 5.
Saving on a 5. Nope, takes 2 wounds. Why not? Captain's going to throw a crack grenade into the Swarm Lord. That's a hit. That is a wound. AP -1.
Saves on a 4.
4 up. He's good. They're going to fire their bolt pistols. That's going to be all hits. That is going to be 2 wounds. So AP nothing, so 6s.
6s?
Nope, and then 5s because of Catalyst.
Whoa!
One dead. Because you got to roll your dice. He's going to fire his bolt pistol into the exocrine. That's a hit. That's not a wound. All right, so now into the assault phase. My captain is going to charge into his Swarm Lord over here. So this is going to be 2d6, but he's totally in already. My Sanguinary Guard are going to charge into the exocrine over here.
He will overwatch.
He is going to spend a CP to overwatch over here. So here we go, 6 shots coming in here because the double shots is in the shooting phase. So these are going to be hitting on 6s. No hits there.
Can't reroll.
And no rerolls there. So his charge, their charge is in. So now my chaplain here is going to charge into the Termagants over here. He's in with 9. All right, so starting off the fight phase here, my captain is going to attack into his Swarm Lord. I'm going to spend 1 CP on Visions of Sanguinius, which allows me to use 2 of the Death Visions. Since he hasn't used any of his Death Visions so far, he can use 2 of the Death Visions that haven't been used by another character, but none of them have been. So I'm going to use on the what is it called? It's like on the bridge of the Vengeful Spirit, which gives him +1 attack for every 5 models that are enemy models that within 6 inches of him. I have 25 enemy models within 6 inches of him, so he's going to have 5 additional attacks. He also gets to reroll his hits. And I'm also going to give the other one, the name is completely skipping my mind here. He gets a 3-up invul save if he's within engagement range of an enemy character or monster character or infantry character. So here we go. I'm going to have 11 attacks into him over here, hitting on 2s because my weapon is not unwieldy. They're going to be re-rolling all hits because of his Vision of Sanguinius. He's then going to have wounding on 2s because it's strength 8, toughness 7, +1 because of being a Blood Angel on the charge here. So 11 attacks, hitting on 2s. Re-rolling because of visions. Oh baby, that's all hits there. These are going to be wounding on 2s. No rerolls there, but just 1 miss there. So that's going to be 10 wounds that he's got there. These are going to be AP -3, but he don't care. He's going to have 3-up invul saves for these ones because he has 3-up invul saves in combat. So 10. Here we go. 10 3-up saves. He failed 1, 2, 3, which is 9 damage, which is exactly what he has left. He is dead. All right, my opponent's gonna spend a CP to reroll one. And he's still alive. All right, so now my Sanguinary Guard are gonna attack the consolidated into combat with the Hive Guard. Cannot attack them because I did not charge them, but we're all gonna put their attacks into the exocrine here. I'm going to put all the swords in now, so they're gonna have 2 attacks base plus 1 on the charge here. These are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling because my litany went off with my chaplain over there for Litany of Hate. 3s, re-rolling. All right, these are going to be strength plus 1, so strength 5, toughness 8. Would be 5s to wound, 4s to wound because of Blood Angels on the charge. All righty. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At AP minus 3. Does he get a save? He has a 3-up armor save. All right, so we got 7 6-up saves. 1 second. 6-up saves. No, does not make any of them. So that's going to be 12. No, 7. So that's 14 damage. Oh, he's dead. Does he explode?
Death throw. Ah!
Oh no, he does.
Do him first.
All right, so here we go. His Neuranthrope here is going to get D3 mortal wounds. He takes 3 mortal wounds into the Hive Guard over here.
How deep? Just the whole.
It's one unit. It's just one unit. So yeah, D3 mortal. No, it's just D3 mortal wounds. Yep. Gain 1 mortal wound, so that will kill off that one guy. Dead. And then into my Sanguinary Guard, doing 3 mortal wounds, kills a guy. And now my chaplain is going to go into them over here. He's going to have 4 attacks hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 2s. That's going to be 3 dead Termagants. So now the Termagants over here are going to attack into my Death Company.
4s.
Hitting on 4s. Ooh. Alrighty. And then wounding on 5s. That's going to be 2 wounds. 3-up armor saves. Failing 1. 6-up feel no pain. Nope, feel it. And now these Sanguinary Guard are going to attack over here. Hitting on 4s. That is going to be 3 hits. Killing on 2s. And they're dead. So now the Hive Guard are going to attack back over here. There's 4 of them left here. These are going to be hitting on 5s. Getting 2 hits. Strength.
They are
4, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. There's going to be no wounds. So now my Death Company over here are going to go. They've got 3 attacks each. 2 base plus 1 for the chainsword. Hitting on 4s because of the horror. Okie dokie. So that's going to be 4 wounds. 8 wounding on 3s. That is going to be 3 that are dead. So we've got 3 5-up catalysts. Makes 2 of them. 1 will be dead. Neurothrope's going to attack into my Sanguinary Guard.
On a 4.
4.
Yep.
That's a hit.
On a 5.
That's not a wound.
6.
So now his Termagants are going to go. We're going to have 7 attacks into him. We're going to have, I think, a bunch into my captain as well. That's the way it was. So 7 into my chaplain.
7.
That's going to be 3 hits. 5 wounds. No wounds. And then 7 into my captain. Hitting on 4s. So it's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. Getting 2 wounds.
Yeah, straight up.
2-up saves. He's good. All right, so now his Swarm Lord's going to attack into me. He's going to have 4 attacks now because he's bracketed over here. Plus 1 with his tail. These are going to be hitting on 2 still. That's going to be 2 misses there. So now he's going to have strength 6, right? Yep. So 3s to wound. That's going to be all wounds there.
So these are AP minus 3 wounds each?
Those are AP minus 3 wounds apiece. So because of Angel's Grace, the visions that I gave him this turn, he has a 3-up invul save.
I got
1 second.
Wounds.
Sorry, so yeah, so it's going to have his 2. We're going to do the 2 with the swords. These are going to be 3-up invul saves because of 3-up invul saves because of whatchamacallit. Vision, Angel's Grace, which is the other vision that I popped. That's going to be 2 good ones. Woo! And then a 2-up save with the tail over there. And he makes that.
Let's repeat.
All right, my Mo's going to spend 3 CP here, the rest of his CP, and he's going to use Adrenaline Surge to allow his Swarm Lord to fight again into my captain over here. That is going to be all hits this time. That's pretty good. This is going to be wounding on 3s.
Yep. All 3s.
That is going to be all wounds. So we have 4 3-up saves, and then 1 2-up save. So 4 3-up saves. Oh no, he is totally dead. All right, that's going to be it for the Blood Angels turn here on turn 2. I did score 3 points for engaging all fronts, and we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tyranids on turn 3. Movement phase for the Tyranids here on turn 3. His Exocrine stayed still back here. Everybody, his Hive Guard and his Neurothrow both stayed in combat, as did his Termagants over here, as did his Swarm Lord who consolidated into combat, and the Termagants that are back over here. His Lictor over there moved up his 9 inches, getting onto the objective, and is going to raise the banner over there. And that's going to be it for the movement phase for the Tyranids here on turn 3. We'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. So with the Psychic phase, he's going to cast Smite into my Death Company over here. That will go off with a 7, so D3 mortal wounds. That's going to be 3 mortal wounds. 6 up, feel no pains. Making 1 of them. Now he's going to cast Catalyst into the Termagants over here. That will not go off on a 5.
Nope.
He's going to cast Symbio Storm onto his Exocrine. That will not go off on a 3. Rerolling the 1s. No, not going to go off. And now he's going to Smite into my Dubros over there. Goes off on a 7, so that's going to be D3 mortal wounds.
Yeah. You know what?
1 second.
Going
to reroll the 1 because he can. Into an 11, so it's D6 mortal wounds.
Good call.
That's 6 mortal wounds. All right, this Exocrine is now going to fire into my Sanguinary Guard over here. So he's going to have 12 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s because he didn't move.
And rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s because he's Chronos. So reroll those 1s.
Right. That 2 for sure won't hit, so throw those away. Much better.
Those are hits. And strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. Alrighty, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds at AP minus 3. So 5 up saves on my Dubros over here. Oh, none are going to go through, so that's going to be enough to kill the whole squad regardless of the D3s. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, his Swarm Lord here is going to charge into my Death Company.
Can't fail.
And he's in. All right, so now the Swarm Lord is going to attack into my guys over here.
I need 2s.
Hitting on 2s. That's going to be a lot of hits there. Yep. Wounding on 3s.
Yeah, strength 6.
Strength 6, so 3s. All right. So that's just going to be the 2. Those are going to be AP minus 3.
Yes.
So we have 2. 6 up saves. Making 1 of them. So 1's going to go through for, what is it, 2 damage? Or how many damage? 3 wounds, so 6 up, feel no pains. No, that guy will be dead. All right, so now my Sanguinary Guard here is going to attack into his Neurothrow. 2 attacks hitting on 3s. That is going to be no hits. And the Termagants over here are going to attack. They've got 5 attacks. Yep. These are going to be hitting on 4s. That is going to be 2 hits. No wound. My Chaplain's going to attack over here. That's going to be all hits. That is going to be 3 wounds, and that's going to be 3 dead guys. The Hive Guard are going to attack into my Sanguinary Guard over here. These are going to be hitting on 5s. Sorry, 4s to hit over here. All right, and then it's going to be 4s to wound.
Yep.
That's going to be 3 wounds. 3 2-ups. Making them all. And now my Death Company over there is going to attack. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 2 dead guys. And now the Neurothrob's going to attack in. That's not going to hit. And now the Termagants are going to attack over here. Getting 2 hits. No wounds.
No joy.
All right, so I've got 1 morale test to take over here. He lost 3 guys from his squad over there. Plus a 5. He's barely good, but good. So that is going to be it for the. That's going to be it for the whatchamacallit, the turn here for the Tyranids. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels on turn 3. Movement phase for the Blood Angels here. My chaplain fell back onto the objective over here. These guys stayed on the objective there. Those guys moved up, so they took away his banner that was raised over here, but they're also a little bit of a charge into him over there, but they're on the objective, and their objective secured. That's why they took it away from him. He can't fall back, so he's still stuck over there. And my Sanguinary Guard is going to stay in combat over here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. Oh, and my Furioso Dreadnought came in over here, so he's 9 inches away from these guys, within 6 inches of the table edge. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to the shooting phase. Starting the shooting phase, he's going to use his pistol. That's a hit. That is a wound. 6-up save.
And that's good?
Yep. Yeah, he's good. All right, I'm going to throw a crack grenade over here with the one guy. That is not a hit. So into the assault phase, my Furioso Dreadnought is going to charge into his Termagants over here. It's a 9-inch charge, so it needs an 8 on the roll because of being Blood Angels. That's not going to hit, so I'm going to spend my 1 CP I gained here to re-roll that. And still not going to make it. And then my Assault Intercessors are going to charge into his guy over here. They're in. All right, so into the fight phase here. My guys, because it's turn 3 and I've got Assault Doctrine in case, I've got Savage Echoes here. So we're going to have 26 attacks from them into him, hitting on 3s. That one is, get over here. Stop holding the dice. So that was a whole lot of hits here. These are going to be wounding on 3s because it's strength 4, toughness 4, and they're Blood Angels and they just charged. All right, so that's 11 wounds at AP -2 because of Assault Doctrine. He is dead. All right, so his Hive Guard here are going to attack into my Sanguinary Guard. They're going to be hitting on 4s. So that's going to be 2 hits.
4 versus 4.
4 versus 4, so 4 is to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. 2 2-up saves. He's good. And now my dude bro over there is going to attack. That's going to be all hits. That is going to be all wounds at AP -2, so they are just dead.
You killed them all.
And now his Neurothrope is going to attack. That's not a hit. And then he's going to attack into the Neurothrope. That's going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 2 wounds. He's got his Invul 3-up save. No, and he's got 2 damage, so he... going to spend a CP to reroll it? All right. No, he's good. All right, so that's going to be the end of the Blood Angels turn here on turn 3. I did get engaged on all fronts, and we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tyranids on turn 4. Movement phase for the Tyranids here on turn 4. His Termagants over here moved up here, looking onto my Chaplain. These guys all stayed in combat here, the Hive Guard and the Neurothrope, and then his Exocrine stayed still as well, getting line of sight down onto my Assault Intercessors. He moved up over here, so he's getting ready to try to just obliterate my one Death Company guy over there, and that's going to be it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, so starting off here, he's going to try to cast Catalyst onto himself.
6.
A 6? Ooh, does not a double 1. You're going to spend your CP?
I have to reroll.
He's going to spend his CP to reroll there. Into a 7, so it will go off. And now he's going to smite into my dude bro. That will go off on a 7, D3 mortal wounds. For 2 mortal wounds, 6-up, feel no pains. No, he felt him, he did. First, he's going to cast Symbiote Storm over here. On a 6. On a 6. Cocked. Not going to go off on a 5. And now he's going to cast Smite over here.
Smite Tech 6.
Does not go off on a 5. Reroll 1s, though. And now it will go off. Yes. D3 mortal wounds doesn't make a difference. He is dead.
Peace.
All right, so starting off, his Hive Guard now freshly out of combat over here, going to fire into my Chaplain. So he's going to be 3s to hit.
Reroll 1s.
Reroll 1s because of Chronos, since they did not move.
Yes, and proc a new hit.
And no. Why?
Oh, no.
Yeah, Symbiote Stone did not go off there, so then that's going to be that many hits. These are going to be strength 8, so looking for 2s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. AP, what's the AP on those?
AP
AP -2, so 4-up saves, whether it's Rosarius or Armor over here, because he's in cover over there.
3 wounds.
So he makes 4 of them, so that's going to be 2d3 damage. And that's going to be killing him.
Yeah.
Nope, 4 wounds, he's dead. And now his Exocrine is going to fire into my Assault Terminators over there. So these are going to be hitting on 3s.
Reroll just the one.
Reroll that 1/1.
-3.
3s to wound.
Reroll that one.
All right, so that's going to be 5 wounds over here.
Yeah, AP -3.
AP -3 does not ignore cover. So these are going to be, oh yeah, those ones would have been the 4-up Rosarius because he did ignore cover, but regardless, he did. So it's going to be 5 up, AP -3, +1 because they're in cover there, so 5-up saves.
2 wounds each.
I made 1 of them, so 1's still alive. All right, so now into the assault phase, he is going to charge into my Furiosa Dreadnought. So he needs an 11-inch charge to get in. No, he is not in. And that is going to be the end of the turn. I do have a morale test to take over here. He lost 4 of his brethren there. 4 plus 6. He runs away because I cannot re-roll it because I don't have CP and you can't even do that anymore. So that's going to be it for the Tyranids turn here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels on turn 4. Movement phase for the Blood Angels. These guys shuffled around here trying to block some line of sight, and he moved his 6 inches closer to his Swarm Lord. So that's going to be it for the movement phase because that's all I got left on the table. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, Heavy Flamer into his Swarm Lord. It's going to be 5 hits here. These are going to be looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds at AP -1. So we've got
Invuln
4. That's going to be the best one. 4 up. AP -1.
Or his save is 3 though.
So it's still going to be a 4 because it's AP -1.
4s.
Makes 2 of them, so he fails 1, takes a wound. Feel no pain because of Catalyst. No, he felt it. And into the charge phase, into him here. He's got a 4-inch charge to make it, so he needs a 3 because he's Blood Angels. Oh, he's just in. All right, so now my Furiosa Dreadnought will start us off in the fight phase into his Dubro over here. I'm going to have 7 attacks because I've got 4 base, +1 because I've got 2 Blood Claws on there. And I also get +1 because of Shock Assault and +1 because of Savage Echoes. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. That's going to be all but 1 hit. These are going to be strength 10, so wounding on 3s, +1 because he's Blood Angel and charged in there, so wounding on 2s. Rerolling because of Blood Claws. No need to. So that's going to be 3, 6 at AP -2, which become AP -3 because of the Assault Doctrine, but he's got his 3-up invul save. So 6 3-up saves. Oh, he fails the 1 here. So this is going to be, it's for flat, ooh, 1 second. Flat 3 damage here, so he needs to make at least 2 of these.
No rerolls.
No rerolls. No! He's alive! He's alive! With 1 wound left because of his Catalyst. Oh! And now he's going to attack back over here. So he's got his 4 plus his tail.
2s again.
2s to hit.
Can't reroll.
Okay, all 2s. Good thing that never changed there.
These are
Strength 7, so looking for 4s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds there. AP -3.
Yeah, AP -3.
So 6-up saves.
Is it 3 or 3?
Failed all of them, so it's going to be 3 flat wounds, which become 2 flat wounds because of Duty Eternal. So it's going to be 6 damage. All right, so that's going to be it for the Blood Angels turn here on turn 4. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Tyranids here on turn 5. Movement phase for the Tyranids here on turn 5. This guy moved around over this way, looking down the board at these guys back over here. He moved around over this way to get line of sight onto him over there. These guys stood still, and these guys kind of stayed, moved apart here so that they could hold both objectives, and then he's going to do here. So, because in 9th edition, one unit, it's just models on the objective, so you can hold 2 with 1 unit. So before you start yelling at me in the comments about that. So that's going to be it for the, and then when they did, they raised the banner on this one. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. And he stayed in combat with him over there. So that's going to be it. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase.
Storm.
All right, so my opponent's going to cast Storm onto the Hive Guard over here. That will go off on a 7. And then he's going to cast Smite into my Furioso.
On a 5.
On a 5. That's going to go off on a 10, so D3 mortal wounds.
Actually, 11.
1 second.
Is it the barb?
That's actually 11, so it's going to be D6 mortal wounds here.
Resonance barb.
Because he's got the Resonance Barb. 5, he's dead.
Yeah.
Does he explode? Does not.
They don't need
Starting off the shooting phase, his Hive Guard here are going to fire into my guys over there. I'm going to spend a CP on Transhuman Physiology.
Cool.
So here come 8 shots here, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s, but there's no ones to reroll there.
Yeah,
and Stone does not explode there. These are going to be Strength 8, so looking for 4s to wound because of whatchamacallit?
AP
-2, ignoring cover, so there's going to be 5 up saves. Making one of them, so one's still alive.
Good call.
All right, and he took it down there, so he does not have line of sight on my guys anymore, so that's going to be the end of the Tyranid's turn here. I will roll for his morale because he lost 3 guys. 3 plus 4 is good to go. Wow. So that's going to be it for the Tyranids. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels on turn 5. All right, so at the end of the Blood Angels turn here, or the beginning of the turn, my movement, I'm just going to stay right there because it doesn't make a difference. I get 5 points for holding an objective this turn, and that is just it. That's the end of the game. That's what we're going to do. So at the end of the game, we both have 2 objectives that we had banners raised on, so we both get 2 extra points for that. And adding up all the score at the end of the game here, including 10 points for painting, the Blood Angels had 54 points, and the Tyranids had 55 points. So 1 point difference. His Swarm Lord, being a big old jerk face over there and not dying, is the reason that the Blood Angels couldn't pull out the victory here. Oh, that was worth at least 5 points if he died, 10 points if he had died in combat, and 15 points if he had just died when I smacked him in the face with that hammer. Oh man, brutal game, but a ton of fun. Just super bloody, and there's just like body parts all over the field here, but a well-earned victory from the Tyranids, just making it really good. So man, that was a ton of fun. It was really awesome to see 2 armies that kind of, well, I should say my army wanted to be all up in his grill, and he did a great job of keeping my shooting guys out of the way there. So that is going to be a really good one there. So man, a ton of fun here to play. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek. As always, my opponent's been Neil. And until next time, stay safe and have fun.